Recognizes the gentleman from Iowa, Mr. King.
Mr. Chairman, I'm very happy to be here today as we formally kick off the conference committee process in this 2013 Farm Bill. It's been a long and it's been a sometimes bumpy road to get to this place, and I want to thank the chairs and the ranking members for their diligent work and determination to get us to this point today. Chairman Lucas and Ranking Member Peterson have both been strong leaders throughout this process. I'm grateful to them. I'm grateful to the members of this committee, especially grateful to the staff, for the staff, which has done so much work behind the scenes. As we begin the conference process, I hope we can work together across the aisle to resolve the many issues critical to our farmers and ranchers around the country. It's time for Congress to give our producers the predictability that they deserve. We need to do that by passing a 5-year farm bill as soon as possible. And I'm honored to represent one of the most productive agricultural districts in America as we work towards that end. I entered into this process in 2012 with several priorities, and many of them are in the underlying bill, and I will be doing as much as I can to nurture this process forward for those and many other reasons. I appreciate the work that's been done in these bills, especially to maintain the role of federal crop insurance and as our producers' safety net. It has become and proven to be more reliable for producers than ad hoc disaster programs, which I first encountered when I arrived here 11 years ago. We'll reduce much of the political maneuvering through crop insurance and increase the coverage and allowed our producers to share the risk. Another issue that's critical to Iowans and Americans is conservation. And with direct payments eliminated, it's important that we provide incentives for farmers to continue to be good stewards of the land. It's been a lot of my life's work. I've been pleased to work with my House colleagues in putting together some strong Title II programs. I'll be anxious to see how this discussion plays out in this conference. One issue at the forefront of people's minds is the nutrition title. As the chair of the Department of Operations Oversight and Nutrition Subcommittee, I'll continue to work with my colleagues to implement reforms in the SNAP program, to cut back on waste, fraud, and abuse in the program to ensure that those funds are available to those who are needy. The cost of SNAP has more than doubled from 2008 to 2012, as have the enrollees, gone from 28.2 million up to 47.7 million. And I'm interested and encouraged by the news that I've heard from the chair from the Senate side on this information. But finally, I'd add that an amendment that I added to the Farm Bill will remain one of my top priorities moving forward. It was accepted by a voice vote in both the 2012 and the 2013 markup. This amendment is found in Section 11312 of H.R. 2642. It's a simple and straightforward amendment. I developed it on the premise of having recognized that the Commerce Clause in the Constitution prohibits trade protectionism between the states. It became relevant, though, after California passed a law in 2010 that mandates that beginning 2015, no eggs be brought into or sold in the state unless they are laid by hens housed in facilities that effectively are double the infrastructure cost to our producers. I will go deeper into this amendment as we discuss this, but the bottom line of it is that no state should be allowed to regulate the production in other states. Any state, including California, is free to regulate, even over-regulate their producers, but not to regulate the other 49 states. So that's a topic that I'm confident that we will discuss. But, Mr. Chairman, I'm anxious to begin this process, and I'm looking forward to working with my colleagues to finish our work on this bill. And I've said I want it to the President's desk before the snow flies. I realize I'm a little late in some of the states, but not all the states, and I yield back.
Gentleman yields back.